Time is 11 o'clock on this late Wednesday, March 7th, 2018. It is time now for the Peter Channel Sawed-Off News on this late Wednesday, March 7th, 2018. And just before the Peter Channel signs off for the night, a summary of the late night news headlines at the 11th hour. I am Peter J. Wiggins. President Trump's security restraining order gets sports star Stormy Daniels. White House prepares to formalize serfs but floats exceptions. Florida lawmakers pass bill that will allow school staff to carry guns. Huffman High School shooting kills 70-year-old Birmingham girl in Alabama, injures boy. Sessions targets California immigrants to use the rule to protect them. Powerball winner collects prize could still lose a nominee. Russian ex-spy and daughter poisoned when the Norwegian police said. China tries to cage North Korea nuclear offer. Brexit means drifting apart, but we don't want to build that wall, according to Donald Tusk. Democrats say Trump association may have misled our panel over a Seychelles meeting. This is our top sleep extras prefer daylight savings. Hope Hicks told the House Intelligence Committee she was hacked to his head. Patient who stabbed Taunton State Hospital worker sentenced to prison. A press release issued today by Bristol County District Attorney spokesman Greg Ballard said that 31-year-old Christine Joyce pleaded guilty on Friday and filed with her Superior Court to 2 counts of assault battery on a public player, 2 counts of assault battery with a dangerous weapon. Directors of Wind Resorts Board does lawsuits pile up. The SEC just made it clear that securities law applies to most cryptocurrencies exchange and trading them. Univision in search for a new CEO has kept costs after scrapping an IPO. Deep gas bans shapely cyclones as NASA's Juno reveals more of Jupiter's secrets. Human brains stop creating new neurons in adulthood. China's 9.5-ton space lab will soon crash Earth. Scientists think they know where, sort of. The tiny diamond contains a mineral that's never seen before. For either channel, news time is 11 o'clock on this late Wednesday night, and it is time now for a sports report. Could the Patriots be a landing spot for Richard Sherman? Michael Bennett traded the Eagles for Marcus Johnson, a draft pick upgrade. ESPN draft expert thinks that one quarterback stands out for the Jets, and Los Angeles Rams agreed to trade running backer Al Cole to the New York Giants. Peter Chell News Time. 11 o'clock on this late Wednesday night. Time now for Peter Chell traffic and trends to check on this late Wednesday night and this snowy Wednesday night. Beep, beep. Let's study off on the MBT weather. Bus shuttles will pace Mattapan trial service for the duration of winter weather. Orange Line service has resumed in both directions with residual delays at 10-15 minutes due to earlier Boston Fire Department activity at State Street. Western train 535, 10:30 p.m. from Appleton is operated reduced speeds between Framingham and Western due to trees under tracks and possibly 20 minutes man schedule. Rockport Line train 128, 10:30 p.m. from Rockport is up 15-20 minutes late between Rockport and North Station due to late equipment, and Stoughton train 9:27, 10:04 p.m. from South Station is expected to depart South Station 15-25 minutes late due to equipment damage earlier in the storm. Alright, I was in my ways of New England on this late Wednesday night. This is storm that you don't want to be driving out in right now because it is snowing, and expect this to be a tough travel right now. But when the morning comes, it'll improve. As the highways and byways in New England are slow go in Boston vicinity, maps packets backed up between Boston and Stockbridge. All the highways and byways of Massachusetts are slow right now, and it's slow. Connecticut is slow, and Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine are slow. Take a look at the power outage situation during the storm. National Grid, as of 11 o'clock, 32,214 customers in the dark. And we're seeing some town of Norton residents who don't have power. There are 82 residents in the town of Norton that are without power. As there are 32,214 customers in the dark with National Grid in Massachusetts, 16,496 of them in the Worcester area, and Middlesex has got 11,918 customers. Okay, take a look at Rhode Island with National Grid, 12,606 customers in the dark. And Eversource in Massachusetts is reporting 6,582 customers in the dark. 2,722 in the Birmingham area. Alright, shifting gears to the weather. Looking at the live shot on this late Wednesday night, and it is continuing to snow moderately at a pace, and seeing get about 2.5, close to 3 inches of snow in the Norton area as it is continuing to snow and the winds are piling up, and this is a heavy wet snow, and it could lay down on trees and it could lead to power outages. Okay. Taking a look at the radar satellite loop on this late Wednesday night, and it is snowing for much of eastern Massachusetts with a little batch of rain showers around Quonset Point, around Bridgeport, Connecticut, and raining for much of Plymouth and down in Falmouth, much of Cape Downs, while it's snowing for much of southern New England and stretching all the way up into Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, and eastern portions of New York State, and stretching up into southern Quebec and northeastern Ontario, and into several portions of New Brunswick and the western portions of Nova Scotia. Looking at the temperature spread around the region, it is in the 30s, but much of southern New England with some 38 to 45 temperature degree range, but much of Cape Cod, so that is where the rain is. It is in the 30s, but much of northern New England with some low 20s up in the extreme northern Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, with a 9-degree reading for Mount Washington, New Hampshire. Okay, let us take a look at the futurecast to see where this storm will be headed. It's going to end in western Connecticut and the Berkshires by about 1 to 3 a.m. and then it'll end in Connecticut by about 3 a.m. and then it'll end in Rhode Island and southern Massachusetts by about 5 a.m. and it'll be ending in Boston Province Quarter by about 5 to 7 a.m. and northeast Massachusetts will see it end by about 9 a.m. and it'll lead the way to some snow showers and snowflakes for much of Thursday. Alright, let us take a look at the hazardous weather outlook. We're under a flood warning. Continues for Taunton River near Bridgewater until further notice under the warning is canceled at 9:45 p.m. Wednesday. The stage was 8.6 feet, flood stage is 8 feet, and minor flood has occurred in the middle of the flood in the forecast. The river will continue rising near 9.4 feet by Friday early afternoon and then begin falling as 9 feet backwater flooding from the Taunton River will cause flooding on the lower purchased Brook and Middleburg. This will cause Wolski Park to become impossible by most vehicles for the extended period of time, where the dangers of crossing flooded roadways and the water may be deeper than you think, and flooded waters have the ability to damage roadways and need device. The local officials evacuate asked to do so. Winter weather rises. Still additional snow accumulation of 2 to 5 inches are expected in Massachusetts, eastern Norfolk, Massachusetts, and northern Bristol, Massachusetts counties, and Rhode Island and eastern Connecticut and Rhode Island County until 7 a.m. this Thursday, and plan on slippery road conditions and tree branches could fall. Be prepared for ridiculous waves at times. Much of eastern Massachusetts under wind advisory until 1 a.m. as northeast winds about 10-20 miles gusts up to 50 miles an hour. Strongest winds late afternoon by midnight. Winds this strong capable of down some small tree limbs and branches, also causing isolated power outages. Traffic can be difficult, especially for high-profile vehicles. Alright, forecast goes like this. Overnight, snow and rain, then snow, precipitation behavior times, total circulation reading 5 inches. New city temperature to the low 30s, north about 10 to 50 miles gusts as high as 45 miles an hour. Just is 1%. For Thursday, most of the got just a snow and water high to the low 40s. Northwest about 10 to 50 miles gusts as high as 40 miles to the border. Anticipation 50% Thursday night. Most of the gusts lower upper 20s, west about 5 to 10 miles an hour for Friday. Most of the gusts got just rate high about 40 degrees west about 5 to 10 miles, gusts up to 25 miles an hour. Anticipation 30%. Friday night, most of the gusts lower the upper 20s and west about 5 to 10 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour for Saturday. Partly Saturday, most of the gusts got high about 40s, low in the 20s. For Sunday, most of the sunny skies high about 40s. Around 45, low 29, and Monday, most of the skies are chest rain snow, higher to low 40s, and low around 30, chest spaces 35%. For Tuesday, most skies got chest rain snow, higher to low 40s, and chest spaces 30%. And for Tuesday and Wednesday, most of the skies got lower upper 20s, higher to low 40s. And right now, not in that, the 11th hour, it is 33 degrees, humidity of 95%, and that's giving me people to channel sign off news on it. Late one night. March 7th, 2018, viewers, hope you have a good night with a good pie day, and I'll see you tomorrow morning on the more report. Hope you all have a good night.